I have things for you.
Anything I can help you with? I'm sure you can find something you'll like.
Did your cousin?
I don't want to hear any complaints.
This can't be happening.
You here? You ready to do some business? Music to my ears.
Yes, what?
Hey.
Only place you can get a weapon in town.
Pardon.
You ready to do some business? Good. You ready to do some business? What are you looking for?
payday is always a good day.
Excuse me? Something you might be interested in.
Keep an eye on your valuables. If you
If you
can't
get the
protect your
credits,
own,
we got
don't
what you
belong
need.
here.
Excellent. For you, when you have a moment.
We'd be dust.
One hopes the best thing that happened to us. Hey, that isn't yours.
Hold it, right there! You're under arrest! Smart move. Now come on.
Folks from all over the Freestar Collective come here.
Hey, what can I do for you?
I have things for you.
Time to move on.
Never seen a ship like yours before. Any ships.
Just stay out of trouble.
Keeping a 200-year-old ship running is no easy task.
I was hoping to talk to our visitor from outer space, and here you are! I have a million burning questions, but I won't overwhelm you. There will be plenty of time for that later. Please, indulge me. Just how did you do it? Did humanity finally discover faster than light travel and eclipse our poor old ship? I knew it. It's incredible! I read about this technology in our archives from Earth, but it was only theoretical back then. Amazing! I'll have to learn more. Oh, I've got so many questions. I haven't even given... And I might add... Indeed. Thank you for being so... You must understand how thrilling... What grad drive? All right. This... I have just received word that... Great. First thing I need you to... Then... Last, you'll need to decouple the magnetic... Got it? Let's hop to it. Looks like everything is good to go, both your end and mine.
Just because our equipment's old.
We didn't believe anyone would be out here, but I'm glad for it. Now that you're here, I can finally give my crew a chance at a new... Well, it would appear we have the means to go nearly anywhere now, thanks to you. The engineers even upgraded our communications equipment so we can speak with passing ships. Turns out it was a pretty easy fix. Thank you again for all you've done. Without you, we'd most likely be stuck. But you went above and beyond. I'll make sure people tell tales of your generosity for as long as our society lives. I don't know if we can ever fully repay you. Thank you again.
You're lucky we're under orders not to escort you.
Now that we know what's out there. Careful waving that fancy gun around. We don't need to see what it can do.
The Constant is a peaceful ship.
On deck.
commercial passenger transport liner wanting to alert you about hostiles in the system. It's our company's policy. Us friendlies have got to watch each other's backs out here. Safe travels, stranger.
Bullshit. You didn't think we'd notice that you tried to slip away without paying your check?
I was just going out for some fresh air. I even told the bartender. You can ask her yourself.
Fresh air. On a planet with no...
Get out of my face before I put a bullet in your head.
Lower your weapon. We don't shoot yet.
What do you want? Hey.
It's bad practice.
Fine. Truth, and don't get me wrong, but when May started building the...
Hey, go outside and come back in and start a new check when you're ready.
All right, pal, Anyway, I'm...
Wrong. Dead wrong.
That's enough.
We got some. Take a look.
Let's all go back inside, shall
I mean, I could charge you, but I won't. There's no work to be done on that ship of yours.
I can't wait.
Yep. Bye.
Play by the house rules, or you'll find yourself. The other side of the airport.
It's a pleasure to have you.
Oh, I can't believe people who participate in blood sports can celebrities or heroes. People betting over other people's very survival. Absolutely revolting.
I keep thinking I should run the course someday.
Wait a minute. Judging by the wide-eyed and clueless look on your face, I'm guessing you're the new deputy. Wonderful. Well, your timing couldn't be worse. I've spent weeks trying to crack this smuggling ring, and I'm about to take a...
Look, both of you are here for the same reason. So why don't you drop the tough girl charade?
And I'm telling you, I don't have time to... I hope so. I don't have time to catch... I'm about to meet with a contact who might be able to give me... If you play your cards right and don't do anything stupid. If you're ready, my contact is here and waiting. Follow me.
The runners come and go, but the mile usually wins.
Okay. Hello.
Short now. I'll win it all back.
What the hell are you looking at? You trying to piss me off?
Tell me everything.
It's about Donovan. He keeps adding to his head, but he hasn't paid anything for it. I want to be too harsh about it, but at some point, that's not enough, right?
Ah, yes. I can see how that would put you in a difficult position. Or at any other point.
You said you'd be alone.
Yeah, well, things
It can get
changed.
rowdy. We try to keep things civil. So you're working with Autumn, huh? Who are you? Is that so?
The deputy here is interested in meeting Marco to talk about that mercenary company he's been funding. Since part of that money is coming from his smuggling operation, we're working together.
So you're investigating the first? Why? Seems like a strange thing for a mercenary company.
I guess an introduction is in order. Like Marco. Difference is her crew stays out of Freestar Collective space, while Marco's group operates exclusively within it.
Except now he's looking to expand his operation, and he started moving in on my territory. That's exactly what this meeting is about. Look, the bad news is, Marco's incredibly paranoid. He never stays in one place for long. The good news is, I know how to find him.
But you're not gonna tell us yet because you want something.
I want the same thing you do. I want Marco out of the picture. But like I said, getting a meeting with him can be damn near impossible. One of the few people who can arrange such a meeting is right here at Red Mile.
May Divine. We've suspected for some time that Red Mile was a meeting place for smugglers. If she's in business with Marco, she won't give him up easily.
Yeah, well, so can she. I can tell you right now what she's gonna want, because it's the same thing she always wants. She wants runners. Of course, people that hard-blooded.
Yeah, well, I'm not going out on the mile.
You've been a ranger long enough. Runners attract a lot of attention. You, on the other hand, are just a deputy.
You don't have to do this. We'll find another way to get to Marco. All right. It's your call to make. If it's really as simple as asking May Divine, we'll wait here for you. Try not...
Really going to take on the mile, huh?
You've got something for me?
That's really simple, out there on the Red Mile.
Ah, a new face? I wonder. My name is May. Never heard of it. Never heard of it? I won't even ask how that's possible. Brave contestant. That is true. What is your business with him? It's no small favor. It's been too long. Are you prepared to... Oh. I give you my word. Once you've begun... That's what every runner says.
Mission or not, I can't even imagine why you'd take part in such an uncivilized activity. There's always a better way.
Now that we're clear on what's expected of you. Good.
I don't make chit-chat with patrons.
Your attention, please. Valued patrons and honored guests. For one brave soul, the hour of things. Yes, a runner has come to test the Red Mile. Now is your chance to get a good look at our fearless challenger as you contemplate your wagers. Do you see the fire in those eyes? What is that if not steel and determination? I think you'll agree that we're in for quite a show. The rules are simple. Go through the door and keep the elevator down to where the mile begins. Activate the beacon at the base of your tower.
May runs a tidy establishment.
Once you've done so, return here alive, and your run will be complete. Go now, runner, and see if you can survive the mile!
Because I'm not happy we're participating in this barbarism. Not at all.
Don't see a lot of people survive.
If you fancy yourself a Red Mile runner, just speak to me. Congratulations, runner. You have... In fact, you seem none the worse for wear. Indeed you have. As promised, please take a moment to relax and enjoy.
Oh. You mean
I took this job. You're back. Are you okay? Really? Either the Red Mile's reputation is exaggerated or you're just that good. Anyway, I'm relieved you made it through okay.
Why? Afraid you'd lose all that work you put into your smug?
I wouldn't expect you to understand. I'm glad. Also, I owe you an apology. I was pretty awful to you. You're right. Once you're on your way, come home safe, Deputy.
You always were the soft.
Oh, go to hell.
People
Meanwhile, here's some
Well
Time for me to keep my promise, runner? You can find Marco on Kodos aboard his ship. I'd advise you not to keep... Good. Travel safely, runner. Should you ever...
The engines?
The party has come. Another challenge.
All geared up and ready to go.
runner. Boss is in the back.
Well, one thing's certain. Graziani certainly isn't afraid to flaunt his wealth. My word. Some of these pieces on display are incredible. They belong in a museum.
Ah, the dulcet tones of classical piano. It really puts the soul at ease.
Welcome. May's message didn't exactly make it clear why you wanted to meet with me. If you're looking for work, my organization is always in need of pilots and security personnel. Willing to take... Ah, I see. You did well to find me. I'm not an easy man to locate. Though I suppose we haven't exactly been keeping a low profile lately. Given the nature of the contract, a degree of exposure was always a risk, but a calculated one. To be honest, I think the Major is all but spoiling for a confrontation with the Rangers. Still, I confess, I'm a little disappointed that the Marshal sent a deputy instead of a full-fledged Ranger.
I'm willing to bet this deputy can handle whatever you intend to throw in our path.
And who might you be?
Sarah. Sarah Morgan.
It's a pleasure to welcome you aboard, Sarah. It's clear you are a woman of refinement as well as beauty.
How about we skip the compliments and move things along, shall we?
Your deputy friend here could have a bright future, assuming we all keep our heads. I'm not sure you are grasping the situation here, Deputy. You are on my ship, outnumbered by my guards, who killed you without hesitation. I'm a businessman. If you expect me to cooperate, I'm going to want something in return. I won't tell you everything. I do still have some loyalty to my unit. However, I can point you in the right direction. In exchange, I want the Rangers to let me operate with a free hand. I have a better idea. Instead, I tell you something you don't want to know. But you should. The Council of Governors is a group of greedy and corrupt liars who are using you and the other Rangers to protect their own interests. Do you really think they give a damn about the people of the Freestar Collective? If being in the 1st Cavalry taught me anything, it's that blind loyalty gets you killed. Time you learn the same.
Set aside anything useful and just leave the rest.
Bad luck for you! roll!
Bothering to carry all that junk.
Where to next? Yeah? Let's see what you've got.
some work for you if you're interested. Deadline's creep. One of our workers. We need them back. Convincing them to come back probably won't be. That's too bad.
I quit mining because I thought a construction job would be easier. Joke's on me.
I don't know.
More than a bit warm here, isn't it? We haven't had an injury in 55 days. Don't break our spirit. Job's still yours if you want it. We need someone able to convince him to come home. We'll pay. And pay well. I understand. I wonder if Vasco was assembled in a place like this.
Could still use some assistance. We need someone to We'll pay well. I see.
I picked up something you might be interested in.
Right, Captain. Where are we headed next? Yeah, what is it? I'll only carry the goods. Well, this station's seen better days.
Good to see you.
I wonder if the UC
Yes,
will
of
ever
course.
fully restore it to its former glory.
I have things for you.
This is United Colony Space. Maintain current course while we scan for contraband. All right, we're done. You're cleared to land at New Atlantis.
I picked up something you might be interested
Welcome to Freestar Space. We're going to do a quick scan for contraband and you can be on your way. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
You should ask Sam about Akina sometime. He has some pretty amazing stories to tell.
Got anything you need to offload? Trade authorities always buy. You should inspect your ship for heat leeches every couple. I'm sure you can find something you like.
Sam has told me so many stories about Akila City.
All kinds of. Feel free to look
I
around.
feel as... I've lived here all my life.
I don't do payment plans. Don't make me regret this now. Outlaws, Ashta, those bands. Just so you know.
Try Philbon's beer. It's brewed in the city.
I'm proud to be helping the Free Star Rangers.
Helga says I spend too much time at my terminal. She's probably right. Hey there, Deputy. Good, good. If you ask me, I don't... You're like an Ashta creeping... So... Oh, come to Daddy. You go stalk your prey and leave the rest...
Deputy. Take a seat. While you've been in the field, we've had more reports about farmers being threatened and attacked. Unfortunately, some didn't survive. It's worse. It's tragic. How's your investigation proceeding? That's assuming he finds something useful. Otherwise, you'll be no better off than when you started.
It must be very easy for you to sit back and criticize when we've been doing all of the field work.
I've done my part. Besides, this is Ranger business, so why don't you keep your mouth shut?
Let's move on. I asked the other Rangers to share their opinions of you, and there are some things I want to go over. We'll start with Ranger Callow in Hopetown. She was grateful for your timely arrival, and impressed you had the guts to take on those pirates. Nia says you were respectful with Ron Hope and didn't push too hard. That shows me you were listening when I said to go easy on him. I can understand that. He can be uncompromising, but he looks after his people.
Let's continue. We've got a detailed report from Ranger Price about your recent visit to Neon. He said you met an informant who asked for your help, but you talked him out of it. Helping people with their problems is what we do. That doesn't stop because you're on an investigation.
You got results, and that's what matters most. Price was impressed by that. Said you really took the initiative.
Ranger McMillan praised what she called your uncommon bravery and dedication. She said you took on the Red Mile so you could get a meeting with Marco Graziani. Sounds like you're starting to understand what it means to be a Free Star Ranger.
So what happened with Marco? I doubt he gave you that slate out of the kindness of his heart. I suppose underestimating you was his last mistake. Damn. I thought if anyone could see reason, it'd be Marco. What about Maya Cruz? Her loyalty to Hull and the 1st Cavalry was stronger than most. I guess I'd want the same thing if I were in her place.
Excuse me, Marshal?
Not now, Alex. We're in a meeting here.
I know, but this is important. I've done it. I've cracked the encryption on the slates. Now, I don't know exactly where the First are headquartered, but there are references to a place called the Factory.
The Factory? That was our nickname for the main facility where the mechs were manufactured.
Under the terms of the peace treaty, they shut all the mech factories down right after the war.
But they didn't destroy them. At least not all of them. The facility was on Arcturus 2. It could be a dead end, but if it's not, then you'd better be ready for a fight.
If you have questions before...
Burden will get underway. Oxygen, nitrogen, hydrogen. It's all here.
what? I'll give credit where it's due. You're a hell of a pilot. If you came here seeking justice, it's waiting for you inside.
I'm a man of action. I've got no use for lies. So when I tell you that you're being manipulated, you know I'm telling the truth. The Council of Governors really cares about anything but themselves. They're greedy and corrupt. You're a tool in the hands of the unworthy, just like I
Don't leave any of that behind.
I was loyal. I followed orders, and I led good men and women to their deaths. I'll carry the stain of that dishonor to my grave. The 1st Cavalry was the greatest fighting force the Freestar Collective has ever seen. At the Battle of Mira, the 1st Cavalry was destroyed. Why? Because the generals got scared and asked for a truce. I've got no sympathy for cowards, or for the people who put them in power. I've also got no sympathy for those who do their bidding.
Oh, it's on now! You should have given up.
Come on! It's all worked up for nothing. Can I help? Feel free to drop some stuff into my bag. All you had to do was ask.
Justice? Well, what about justice for my soldiers? Minutes away, minutes from winning the battle and the war. When the...
I can't believe the scope of the operation the FC was running here. It's a miracle that the fighting ended at all.
You just took on some of the best mercenaries in the Freestar Collective and cut right through them. If we'd have had more like you in the war, we could have planted our flag in New Atlantis. You fought because you had to, and you fought well. Don't apologize for that. More importantly, you survived. Most soldiers don't. I know, because I'm the one who led them to their death. You don't know what it's like to look around and see the faces of warriors who trusted you to lead them as they die screaming. I watched brave men and women torn limb from limb by monsters. I saw mech pilots cooked alive in their cockpits as their machines burned. Those deaths didn't have to be meaningless, but spineless leaders gave up on us, even when
We've both seen our share of hell. It's whether or not we allow those awful memories to consume our souls that defines who we are.
You have no right to judge me! You really want to know? Because you might not like the answer. Last chance, Deputy. You can walk away right now and remain blissfully ignorant, thinking you fight for a noble cause. But if you still want the truth, I'll shatter that illusion for you right now. You won't have to. Not long after I started the First, I was contacted by a man who said he represented someone wealthy and influential. I refused to work for a shadow client, so he agreed to set up a meeting. Imagine my surprise when Ron Hope showed up. He offered me a lucrative contract to take possession of certain farms throughout Freestar space.
That's quite an accusation.
The credits were good, but yeah, getting some payback was the real reward. Don't bother.
We're trying to take you in quietly. Violence is not the answer, Major.
I'm gonna make this easy for you, Deputy. I'm gonna die the way I lived. Weapon in hand, no compromise, no fear. But first, here, take this. Use it to cut out the weakness rotting at the heart of the Freestar Collective. When the next war comes, and it will... Now my unit's waiting for me, and I'm gonna report for duty one last time. Goodbye, Deputy.
Junk you're holding is seriously slow.
I'm listening. Bring me anything useful? Might be something useful here.
Hello?
Looks like there hasn't been anyone here for some time.
I picked up something you might be interested in.
something for you when you have a moment.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Yes?
Payday is always a good day.
Hey, if you have any gear you want...
You here? You ready to do some business? Hopefully something catches your eye. You ready to do some business? That's what I'm here for.
off some steam.
Oh, that jump looked painful. Not doing that. Things for you. Yes? Yeah, take a look at this.
Good to see you again. Well, I've just received a report from the Marshal about your progress. He said you had a promising lead on the mercenaries who stole my ship. I trust you're here with good news. Did you now? Well, don't keep me in suspense. The disgraced war hero who went to prison? That two-faced bastard kept the slate. Oh, I suppose this is his revenge against the Council of Governors for what happened during the war. I'm impressed, Deputy. It's clear you have a bright future ahead of you.
What's going on? What is this about, Mr. Hope?
Nothing that concerns you, Birgit. In fact, why don't you make yourself scarce?
I think I'd like to hear what the deputy has to say.
The cards are on the table. So why not? The truth is, we've been falling behind the competition. Significantly so. We needed solutions. A few years ago, I began to diversify. We started to research chemicals, fuel, those sort of things. We developed an experimental fertilizer. And it failed utterly. It wiped out entire crops. I was prepared to write the whole thing off when we made a discovery that changed everything. Turns out, our fertilizer was transforming the soil, bolstering its mineral content tenfold. We donated the fertilizer to select homesteads and let the farmers do the work. And when the time was right, we cleared the farm and brought in machinery to harvest the mineral-rich soil. The reduction in labor and materials costs sent my profits soaring. I never intended for anyone to be hurt. I told Hull to buy the land, not take it by force. Unfortunately, farmers can be stubborn folk. And I couldn't risk any witnesses.
I can't believe what I'm hearing. How could you do something so awful to innocent people, to families?
Not another word out of you, Birgit. I can take your job. And more. We'll discuss this later. In any case, I suppose the gig is up. I give you my word that I'll call off the operation and return the land to its rightful owners. You're right, yeah. Those families deserve to be compensated for the inconvenience. Perhaps a discount on their next purchase from Hope Tech. With that resolved, let's talk about you. As a member of the Council of Governors, I'm authorized to award you a substantial bonus. And of course, we'll both agree to forget about my little cost-cutting endeavor. Of course you do. But first, take a moment to consider the big picture. I'll do what's necessary to protect my company and my employees. If you tell anyone about this, you're risking their livelihoods. Do you really want to put all these people out of work and make their families suffer? But on a much larger scale, yes. Justice can be complicated, Deputy. Sometimes the cost of exacting justice is greater than the cost of doing nothing. I'll make myself very plain. I won't let you jeopardize my reputation if that means I'm important.
You're not actually threatening to attack a Freestar Ranger.
You just threatened a member of the Council of Governors. On my authority, you're stripped of rank, declared an outlaw. Guards! Dispose of this criminal!
He tried to have you killed. I don't understand. Mr. Hope always seemed like such a good person. But everything he said about the farmers and hiring those mercenaries, it was so awful. The first part is true. He always looked out for us. I know what I just heard, and no. He was more like a... And now he's... Nobody should ever want, especially when it means killing. That's... She seemed...
There might be some difficult days ahead, but I wish you good luck.
have hours of invoices to go over, so let's make it quick. Excellent.
We'd be dust.
Hello. Only place. You ready to do some business? Hopefully something can.
Okay. Hello.
You ready to do some business? Good.
Approaching ship. You've entered Freestar Collective space. Maintain your current course while we scan for contraband. That's all we need. You're cleared for landing.
Back. Good to see you back safe, Deputy. What's the word on the mech factory? Were the mercenaries hiding out there? I take it that they weren't too much trouble for you, given that you're standing here. Did you find out why the First was taking over farms? What? Ron Hope? That's one hell of an accusation, Deputy.
Are you really that surprised? Hope's always had a reputation as a man who'd do anything to succeed.
He's on the damn council, Emma.
So he can make laws favorable to his business interests. Sure, he's known to look after his people, but do you really think he gives a damn about some farmers on Montara Luna?
Did Hope explain his motives at all? That has a familiar ring to it.
I recall hearing about some Hope Tech initiative to help farmers. At the time, I just figured it was a PR stunt. Seems a little more sinister now.
Please, tell me you've got some evidence to back up these extraordinary claims. All right, let's see what you've got. Interesting. Yeah, this is pretty damning. Especially this last bit about destroying the slate. And you confronted Hope about this? Sounds like his pride got the best of him. Damn. This is going to send shockwaves throughout the Freestar Collective. If the people can't trust their leaders, anarchy could follow.
Have a little faith, Daniel. We're not the United Colonies. One bad apple won't spoil the whole damn barrel.
Easy for you to say. You ain't the Marshal.
Not yet, but you ain't gonna live forever, old man.
While we've got you here, there's one last piece of business to take care of. Emma, would you please?
With pleasure, Marshal. When you first joined us, I told you that you'd undergo an evaluation process. There's one thing left to do. A simple question. Do you feel ready to wear the badge of a full-fledged Freestar Ranger? Good. Duty and honor are the backbone of the Freestar Rangers. Marshal, I approve the deputy for advancement to the rank of Ranger.
Thank you, Ranger Wilcox. In your time serving as a deputy, you've shown exceptional courage, fearless tenacity, and a high regard for the safety of our citizens. By the authority granted to me by the Council of Governors, I hereby promote you to the rank of Ranger. Here's your badge. Wear it with pride. But don't forget the solemn responsibility it represents.
Thanks to my own personal biases against the Freestar Collective, I was skeptical when you originally accepted the appointment. But seeing you in this moment, I have to admit that I am bloody proud of you. Well done.
You've shown that faith was well placed. Let's hear it for our new Ranger.
Woo! Way to go! Oh, nothing for now. Actually, well, to apologize. I know Annie's been trying to rope you into her spy schemes. I know it's not too much of a bother.
So, full Ranger rank, huh?
Good
for you.
Why, thank you.